Joined with Corey Taylor right now for Slipknot.
Yeah.
How's the tour going, man?
Long.
You guys have been on
Long.
the road for a while.
Want to go home long. Need my own bed long. Yes.
Yeah.
It's going great. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going really good. But, dude, you know, 5 weeks on a Slipknot tour is like 8 months on anybody else's tour.
It's like getting into a car crash every night.
Oh, and I feel it. Like all my muscles are so pissed. Like they're beyond pissed. They're like, why? What do we do to you? You know, I mean, we thought we were friends. We were sticking together, and now they're turning to pudding. It's bad.
Well, how's the lineup, man? How is it touring with Coheed? I know they're kind of a little bit different sonically than you guys are.
It's great, man. I gotta be honest. This is like, if we could do a tour, it'd be like this all the time. You know, I mean, we know that. We know specifically what we want to do when we put a show together.
Right.
And we don't want to put the same cookie cutter bands on a bill where you can't tell where one band starts and another one ends.
Like Crewfest.
Yeah, exactly. It's like nobody wants to hear the same crap over and over. I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah.
So for us, when we put something together, we really strive to put something together that's not only interesting to the kids, but is a reflection of who we are, you know what I'm saying? And Coheed, I mean, we couldn't ask for a better band, man. And Trivium as well. I mean, this lineup has been the strongest we've taken out in a long time, and it's just great.
Are the fans pretty receptive to Coheed?
Oh yeah,
Are they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the great thing about Slipknot fans is they're very open to different kinds of music.
Right.
Kind of like the way we are.
Right.
And the reaction's been great, you know? I mean, you can see them at first, they're like, okay, am I going to dig this? And then by the end of their set, they're like, oh, I really dig this. So it was something that could have been a gamble, but in the long run, it's really
paying off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Albuquerque because we have some really dark metal fans here.
Albuquerque, I can't wait. It's going to be great. ALBUQUERQUE.
That's right.
I'm going to say it on stage, too.
You should.
But I'm not worried about it, man. I mean, we've been coming down here since,
I think the first time you played or Sunshine Theater,
Sunshine Theater. And, I mean, the kids have always been good to us, you know. I mean, whether it was Slipknot or Stone Sour, I mean, everybody's been really good to us. So, you know, I can't complain at all.
Yeah. Tell us about the Dead Memories video a lot. I just actually watched it for the first time.
Oh, really?
And, I don't watch a lot a lot of videos, but it kind of reminds me of something out of Jacob's Ladder.
Kind of, yeah.
Where did you guys get the idea for it?
That was a brainstorm meeting that myself and Clown and Paul Brown had.
Yeah.
And where we were trying, they had the loose basis for what they wanted to do. And they pulled me in and they were like, well, what should we, you know, how should we do this? And I was like, well, as far as the rooms go, the rooms should be.
That's the big question. Is people are asking about the 4 rooms. What's the deal?
Well, it's actually 8. It's 8 rooms because it's 8. It's everybody gets their own room.
Right.
You know, I mean, like one is vanity. Another one is kind of like an OCD room, which is what I call the Craig room.
Right.
That's the photo negative that they shot.
Yeah.
Everything's sterile.
Yeah. Looking for the door.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all very surreal, you know. I mean, it was basically kind of our take, and this is my idea of it. It was our take on kind of like the Black Lodge theme from Twin Peaks, you know, where it's like you don't know what's going on, you know. Of course, Clown's room is the lust room.
Yeah.
Jim's room was excess. Fane's room to me was kind of the frustration room.
Right.
You know, it's like you're lighting all these candles and someone's constantly blowing them
them
out.
out.
So conceptually, it was really cool to be able to do that, you know.
Right.
And the great thing about it is like we shot all that backwards. Like I had to learn how to move forwards in a backwards way. So when we flipped it, it was moving forwards.
Forward.
Yeah. So I had to do everything backwards.
Wow. And
it was really cool. But then, you know, then everything else we shot the next day.
Right.
Me walking with the shovel and everything. That was so it was a 2-day shoot for me, and it was I'm like stoked about it. You know, the feedback has been very, very cool. Like people at first were like, "What the hell?"
No, it's a killer video.
And then they're like, "Man, this is really good."
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of gone deep, like with the song as well. I mean, the song's looking like it's going to go #1, which is awesome. So
we just put it in Empowerment.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be happier, man. I really couldn't be happier.
You guys actually beat out Metallica, just to let you know, for the power spot. So
nobody really beats Metallica, just to get that clear. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You guys got the spot. So, hey, what do you think of Are you seeing fewer fans at the shows? I mean, this whole economy thing that's going on. And
No, man, this tour's been packed.
yeah.
Like, I mean, it's weird. Like, we're doing really well. Metallica's doing really well. Nobody else is.
Yeah.
So that's something I don't take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, and that to us, I think in a way, it's a reflection of what we've really strived to put together as a legacy. Is that if you come to a Slipknot show, you're going to get the best show you've ever seen. And
Yeah.
for me, that's kind of a reflection of why we're doing really well.
Right.
You know, I mean, it doesn't matter whether we're in Albuquerque or, you know, Greenville, South Carolina. We're gonna go for it, night in, night out. You know, we're gonna give you just the same level of intensity.
Leave everything on the stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of bands don't do that.
Yeah.
They save their big shows for New York or LA or
Yeah.
Chicago. And for me, it's like, screw you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and I think that's, you know, I think that's why this tour's doing really well.
Yeah.
There were maybe 3 shows that weren't completely sold out.
Yeah.
And all the rest of them are just overdone. So.
Yeah, I heard a band. I heard someone. I won't say what band. But I heard a singer from a band talking about how they'll come out and kick your ass just for 60 minutes, and that's all you get.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Who, them?
Yeah, not you guys. Not
Yeah.
you guys. No,
Okay.
No, it was another band, kind of a.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, I just don't see that level of dedication with a lot of other bands these days.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's a certain band that's also on my label who, you know, they move stupid amounts of albums and they're like, we're the best live act ever. Yeah, no, not to drop any names. I got a nickel that I want to get back to. And they're like, it's like watching paint dry. Like, it's the worst. Like, I'm like watching this and I'm going, even Bon Jovi's better than they are. And they've been, I mean, they're all 80, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
they still go for it.
Yeah.
And here's this, you know, this band, and I'm like, and I remember reading this quote that Kroger said. He's like, I damn near set myself on fire. It's like, that might be something. You know, if I would come see you play if you set yourself on fire. Just saying. Having been set on fire on stage many times,
Yeah.
Sure, let's see you sing, you know, never wanted as wise man, after you've been lit on fire, bud. Sorry, was that? Yeah,
It's
whatever.
cool, man. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm not bitter.
So, what do you think of the landscape of music right now? Is, I mean, it's like, you know, we had Five Finger Death Punch here not too long ago, and he was saying, you know, if you're not Lil Wayne right now, I mean, there are a couple of exceptions, obviously, like you guys, you know, Metallica, and that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, what do you think of the landscape of music as far as this pop domination thing that's going on right now?
You know, it's been like that for years. You know, everybody looks at it as like this new thing, like it's some kind of conspiracy that's been going on for years. You know, I mean, there was a brief period in the '80s when rock was kind of on top, but it was very pop though. At the same time, I mean, it was very pop.
That's true.
So people can be like, you know, oh, we got to get it back to the way it was. Really? Then start writing 3-chord, you know, pop songs. Like Poison did, like, you know, like Warren did. I mean, that's how those bands got over, you know. I mean, the heaviest band to really have that was Metallica. You know? And so I think you just, you know, you stick to what you do, you know. I mean, the fact that we had a #1 album gave hope to a lot of metal bands. Because it can be, you can do it, you can achieve it. We didn't do anything other than what we wanted to do, you know. And I think a lot of bands are starting to see that now. It's like, don't half-ass anything, don't cheese anything, do exactly what you want. And, you know, I mean, you got to realize too, it was our first #1 in 10 years, you know, so.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, Corey Taylor, Slipknot, thanks for talking to us. And,
Very well.
Look forward to the show tonight, man.
Hopefully it's good.
It is going to be good.
Hopefully it's good.
We always have good metal shows here.
I always have a good time here, but, you know, you never know.
You never know.
You just never know.
All right, man. Thanks, bro.
No worries.